So have I ever had an idea or a dream about what I want to do with my life? As you can see, both David and I have found something really special that makes us feel fulfilled in the work that we do every day. But what we've done is we've found that place because we found the intersection of our talents and our passions. It's a very powerful place that if you can discover it and discover an idea that represents it, that can better the world, you have the key ingredients to be an entrepreneur, to start a business, to better your community, to better yourself. That's the essence of entrepreneurship. And that's exactly how we found what we're doing with DIVERTcity. What is a talent? What is a passion? And why is it important when they intersect? Essentially, a talent is a head start, something that when you pick it up, you intuitively understand it. Some people are talented at basketball, some people are talented at math. What's a passion? Passion is something that when you immerse yourself in it, you come alive. You have more energy to put towards it because you deeply, deeply care about it. When you intersect those two very powerful things, an amazing thing happens. You now have the ability to actually pursue that thing, but then also the passion and the energy that it takes to create it into something magical. Say you have a talent, but you have no passion behind it. Why would you day in and day out continue to try and pursue it? You wouldn't. What if you were deeply passionate about something, but you didn't have the talent to be able to actually perform it? That's the reason that the intersection of those two things is where magic happens. Bob Hurley is a perfect example. He moved out to California and was very interested and intrigued by the skateboard, surf, snowboard culture that was so apparent in his everyday life. He ended up making friends with the surfer crew at his high school, essentially, and he found his passion in it. He ended up getting hired at a surf shop called Wind and Sea, where he had the opportunity to go and try and be a professional surfer. He would go and compete in a variety of different contests on behalf of the surf shop, and unfortunately, it didn't pan out for him. But what he did learn when he was at that surf shop was how to shape boards. You know how we were talking about talents are the things that you pick up and just inherently understand? Shaping surfboards was that exact thing for Bob Hurley. He picked up a shaper and immediately had great success in his ability to understand the different ways that he could form a shapeboard and the effect that that would have. He essentially then took his passion in surfing and his talent in shaping surfboards and created a brand called Hurley. And it's now obviously grown into a surfboard company, apparel company. They do events. It's a massive, globally recognized brand, all because Bob Hurley found the intersection of his talent and his passion in surfing and shaping surfboards. So Bob was applying his talents at another company that you may know, Billabong. Really, he loved it. He loved the work there, but he didn't feel completely fulfilled. And so he left and he started his own company. In just the third year, they had made $80 million in sales. This company then got acquired by Nike, one of the biggest brands in sports. So you see a discovery sheet in front of you. If we were to go back to before Bob Hurley founded Hurley, and he were to fill out that exact same sheet, it would look something like this. What are your unique talents? Make a list of at least 3. If there are more, include those also. What are your answers? What are your deepest passions? Make a list of at least 3. If there are more, include those as well. If Bob were to answer that question, he would have said, my deepest passion when I moved out to California was surfing. I also, through this surfing culture, discovered this thing called art that I'm really passionate about. And I also love music. That's how he would have filled it out. Go ahead and fill it out for yourself. Now what you're gonna do is pick your top 2 talents and top 2 passions from above and intersect them together. If Bob were to do this exercise and intersect his #1 talent and his #1 passion, he would have intersected surfing and shaping surfboards. That's how he founded Hurley. He became a master at shaping surfboards in order to better the sport that he loved, surfing. So that's how Bob would have filled it out. The more important question is, how will you fill it out? What's the intersection of your talents and your passions? And more importantly, at that intersection, how can you create something valuable for the world, for the community? Think about things that you could benefit from, that your family could benefit from. All of those things can become valuable businesses that you're going to want to pursue throughout the rest of this program. This is the seed that's being planted, this intersection. So make sure that you love it and make sure that you're good at it. That intersection will create something amazing over these next 12 weeks.